tea time with Yuki. I don't have any tea right now. Can someone get me tea? I just want some tea. No? Okay, I can't have tea right now. Hey, what's up? This is Yuki, and I'm here to talk about donkeys. No, I'm lying. Actually, I'm here to talk to you guys today about this anime that I was looking through and I found. The anime is called K, which is pretty cool. Well, the first thing about K is that it's about these people that have psychic powers, and they like battle in different street crews. So I think that's pretty sick, and it's also pretty known in Japan. Also, one of the things about K that I think is definitely different is that the way that they've done each character kind of has his own unique feel to him, and the opening song is pretty cool too. So I mean, you're gonna get that awesome vibe when you listen to it for the first time as you're watching, getting ready to watch the anime. Also, another thing that's really cool is that basically in K, the way that they've drawn the characters have a very unique art form that is, it's used a lot in different animes. I'm not sure of the artist, his name, but he does show up in a few different animes, but this one is definitely one of the coolest ones I've seen. And as I'm looking at now, there's a giant cat with green eyes, which I think is pretty sick. So then on top of that, if you want to find out more about Asian film, manga, or music, you can also look up Neo. This magazine is really cool, and when you flip it around, it's like it doesn't go upside down, which I think is really interesting. It has two covers. But what is also awesome is that it gives you the update on all the things that are in Japan, like K. The next thing that I want to say to you guys is let's talk about K-pop. K-pop is definitely, doing a lot right now. I heard the song Gentleman recently that was by Psy. Loving it. I think it's got a great beat, and it's definitely something that the average businessman can listen to and really just, break out this really awesome dance and get, funky with it. Another thing is that we have in K-pop right now a big movement going on, and one of my favorite groups personally is Newest. If you haven't heard of them, you should check them out. I also like FX, is literally just an FX, but it has these girls that use this like techno-electronic music that just goes so hard, and it's awesome. And then also with K-pop right now, G-Dragon, he said something about a world tour. Is that what I heard, right? World tour? Yeah, that's sick, right? World tour. But I'm not sure exactly where he's going, but you can check that out too. So also on the update, on American music, that is, I think, Blood on the Dance Floor. They're releasing a new album. If you listen to Blood on the Dance Floor. If not, it's a preferred taste for different people. So, I mean, check them out if you will. But I like the statement about, it's all about what's on, what's on the inside and not necessarily what's on the outside kind of thing. And that's pretty sick. Also, there's this tour going around with another YouTuber, I believe, called Brian Stars. So if you type him in, check him out. Brian Stars is definitely cool to look at. His videos are awesome. He interviews all the bands that you can check out. I also want to get into the topic, talking about music that is really, done a great job. I think that Gazette, if you haven't heard of that, now that's a Japanese rock band. And then there's also Garugamesh. Gazette has come out with a few new albums, I think, recent albums, as you could say, and they've done really well in Japan. And I think one of the cool things about Gazette is that they really have an interesting sound. It's very unique, so you should check them out as well. And I like the messages behind each song. They get a little bit crazy, but it's pretty awesome. And right here we have a doll from Oz. Personally, I really think that movie is really cool, so if you haven't seen Oz, when it comes out on DVD, check it out. Whatever, it's definitely, it's got that Alice in Wonderland kind of feel to it, but it's Wizard of Oz. Well, feel more so. The next thing I want to talk about is more so the style of Korea and the fashion part about it. So if you guys don't know about the fashion part about Korea, I would like to inform you on the clothing. So the clothing lines that they usually have, one of my favorite fashion people that make shoes is called Jeremy Scott, and he makes shoes with wings on them, and which I think is pretty sick. Also, if you've ever heard of Ice Cream or Bape, Bathing Ape clothing, they're really cool as well. They have very unique clothing styles that are based out of Japan, and a lot of people from Korea also wear them. Bape is very collectible amongst the Japanese culture, I feel, because over there they have so many different, like, really unique and, clothing that really stands out to people. So I think that's just really cool. Right here we have a pair of Bapes, actually. These ones have, you can also customize them yourself if you want to add more flair. And I added the wings to these. But also they have a monkey right here. The Bape logo. Bape stuff for short. They're mad fresh. And you can definitely rock these with anything. I mean, literally anything. And then right here we have a cupcake, but that has nothing to do with Bape. With that being said, on to the next topic. There is also a movie that came out recently in Japan, which I think is definitely really cool. And let me see if I can find it in here. If I can't find it, I will definitely get that back to you guys on the video. And it looks like I'm looking at the magazine upside down. That's probably because I am. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Almost there. Here it is. Check that out. Now, I don't know if it's a new movie, actually, but it's really cool. It's this film. It's got mythology. It's like this hollow earth. They go to like the center of the earth kind of thing, and it's just, I don't even have words to describe it. It's about like after death, like what happens, after, and I think that's really, it's got a very promising feel to it. And let's see, it says A Journey to Remember on here, but I believe it is called Agatha, basically. Journey to Agatha. It really has a more native feel to it, and if you look into it, it really gets into the topic of what happens to you when you kind of see the world from a different perspective, and from the side of if you had passed on or not. But it's really cool, and it's just got the story about life and death and how they work together, and that not everything is so bad. So it's really awesome, regardless of what side you're on. The other thing I want to talk about is, let's see. Well, if you want to know more about Japanese fashion or things such as that, or the fashion clothing line stuff, you could definitely either check out Jeremy Scott, Bape, Ice Cream, even the B line. And it was actually made by a rapper, and a collaboration between a rapper and a very famous clothing designer known as Nigo, and the rapper's name is Pharrell. Be sure to check out Pharrell's music, also check out his clothes, and check out Nigo for his Bape, because Bape also has different collectible Bape shoes, and that's pretty awesome. So, with all that being said, I bid you guys adieu. Check out the, everything, and also about these pieces here. If you're interested in anything that is very vintage or old, for like steampunk fashion or anything of the sort like that, feel free to go to Facebook and look up Looking Glass Antiques. I'll be posting links to that. Also, if you want charms that are really cool for like Harajuku or Lolita fashion, check out Ashley Khan 123, and she's a really cool artist who does all kinds of little charms and different things. She also made this thing called a butterfly, which is literally a stick of butter with fly wings. So it's really interesting, play on words, which I thought was pretty cool. And check that out. Also, check out the cosplay league. So if you want to see all these crazy outfits being put to use and really look into some really awesome outfits, go to Facebook and check out the cosplay league. I'll be posting links to all these different things on the side. And basically this is but I will tell you guys, peace, stay real.